So, Primate is the first movie I saw in 2026. If we're not including the Stranger Things finale in theaters, that wasn't really a movie. That's a review for another time. This, though, I saw Monday Mystery Movie at Regal. I knew what this was going to be because it was very obvious based on the description and the rating. This is a natural horror movie directed by Johan Roberts. He's the guy who made The Strangers Prey at Night and 47 Meters Down, so he clearly understands style and tension. But Primate is like watching someone set up all the pieces for a great movie and then just walk away from the board. This is really frustrating, but there's so much left on the table. The premise is simple. A family's adopted chimpanzee gets bitten by a rabid animal during a tropical vacation and goes violently apeshit. Johnny Sequoia plays Lucy, and she's very good. She's our main character, returning home after a long absence. Jessica Alexander is her sister Hannah, and then there's Troy Kotsur, yes, the Oscar-winning actor from Coda, who plays the deaf dad, who has this deep bond with the chimp named Ben. On paper, this could work. But here's the thing. This movie has so much left on the table. The characters are paper thin. Lucy's been gone a long time, apparently, but we never really understand why. There's no emotional reunion with her sister that really brings this up. No moment where they hash things out. Nothing. These people are just there. And the dad's relationship with the chimp, the thing that should be the emotional core of the movie, we get like one scene of them bonding. One, that's it. The rest is all just like, implied they have this deep bond. Like, this is a junky movie. It's one you can enjoy, and, the performances are there. They're all committed, but it's just the story is nothing. How am I supposed to care when this monkey goes berserk if you never showed me why this animal matters to this family? It's all bones, no meat. If you compare this to Jordan Peele's Nope from 2022, that dedicates time to these horrific flashbacks involving the chimp on the sitcom set. And in that brief sequence, it builds more dread, character, and weight to the story than Primate does in its 89-minute runtime. Even Osgood Perkins the monkey from earlier in 2025 had its own problems, but it at least committed to building this narrative that made sense, even if it got kind of weird by the end. Now, I'll give Primate this. It is technically competent. The cinematography by Stephen Murphy is serviceable. It gets up close and personal when the gore happens. And yes, this movie does get pretty gory if you like that stuff. But gore to me only works if you've earned it. If I don't care about these characters, watching them get mauled is just gross for the sake of being gross. The score by Adrian Johnston, though, is actually really good. It's probably the best part of the movie. It's moody, it builds tension, and it tries so hard to elevate the material. It's definitely got this synthy 80s gallow vibe too, which definitely helped. But even a great soundtrack can save boring characters and a plot that keeps tripping over itself. Roberts shot this on sound stages in London with production design by Simon Bowles. You can tell they had resources. This isn't some low-budget indie. It's just frustratingly undercooked. And is anyone prepared to talk about how much of this movie takes place with these girls floating in a pool? Like, a significant chunk of runtime is just them treading water, waiting for the monkey to calm down. It's as boring as it sounds. Then there's this sequence where two of them sneak out while Ben is asleep trying to escape or, get help, and they immediately wake him up by turning on the TV. It's so stupid. The movie is full of moments like this, clear outs that the characters just don't take because the plot needs to keep going. It's the worst kind of horror movie writing, where people make dumb decisions, not because they're panicked, but because the script needs them to. There's this moment, and I don't even think it's a spoiler because of how bland everything is, where a girl's locked in a car calling 911, and she just says someone is killing me. They've killed everyone else. You need to send help. I don't know where I am. And then later she says with all this drama, it's a chimpanzee. There's nothing there. This movie is so bland. The dialogue is nothing. It's so cookie cutter and by the numbers. It follows every cliche in the book. And there's something very just frustrating about that it doesn't do something new or something funny or weird. And it's all there. There are scenes where you get that. You get the dumb boys who show up to the house who then get... I'm really not trying to spoil anything, but I feel like this is a movie where you kind of just know where everything's going. I'm giving it a very negative review because I was led to believe this was going to be very good. It is a fun, campy movie. I just think, it's not one I would, drive to the theater to see. It's one you could wait to see at home. It is very fun to see it with a crowd. I'm a big fan of going to see things with people in a theater, but it's just, this has so much potential. And you could see that this could be so much more fun. People were laughing at like the dumbest things. And people don't laugh at horror movies like, you know, like unless Barbarian was the last one. I think people really liked that. And Five Nights at Freddy's, people were just like clapping and catcalling. So go see this if you know, want to just have a fun time at the movies. I think you could enjoy it. It's very short. It's only 89 minutes. So you can give it that. But in that time, you could still kind of shape this emotional backbone. It's just so kind of thematically empty. You know, maybe you just want a fun, juicy movie. But there are movies that have that good, you know, juicy plot that makes you think, or just, you know, could just have a better relationship with the characters in the story. I just felt like at the end, I'm like, okay, I don't care about any of them. But it was technically pretty well done. And also, Charlie XCX 360 was featured in this movie. I don't know if that was featured in any other movies, but it's just kind of a cool note. One of the big pop songs of 2024. So let me know what you guys think of Primate if you go see it. And thank you guys for watching.